Good morning, and welcome to And There You Go. It's a Saturday morning, which is surprising because normally we don't do this on a Saturday morning, but we're both up and we're both kind of energetic, so we thought we'd take a crack at it.
We did.
So,
well, I
a little more
got the ball
enthusiasm
rolling.
there. So
I got the ball rolling a little bit this morning, so we've been really moving, especially you.
yes, well, yeah. You got the ball rolling, and then I did the moving, which is interesting. So, how did you get the ball rolling?
Well, I woke up and back up. Last night we went to have burgers at this really great place, and then afterwards we decided that we were going to go and see if we could get a few warm cookies, and so we both got two, and we laid in bed then and watched our show.
Yeah.
And I ate one, but then
I ate one, and they were good, right?
Yeah, they were delicious.
Yes.
And I woke up this morning thinking I had one left.
Yes.
Because I forgot that I had eaten the second one right before I fell asleep. I ate it, and I said to you, I've already brushed my teeth 4 times today, and I don't want to get up right now. And then I fell asleep. But I did not remember that. So
the disappointment when you realized that you had eaten your cookie last night. At first, you were going, where'd they go? But I had already put the box in the trash.
I'm like, did you eat my cookie?
Well, and then I had to second guess myself because I had my second one this morning, and I was thinking, I don't remember tasting chocolate in that cookie.
Yeah, mine
and so
have chocolate.
It's like, okay, and then I remembered, because I struggled remembering that you actually ate it last night too, because I had gotten up and gone to use the restroom, and I came back, and by the time it was just a moment, and that cookie disappeared. And you said, I ate my other cookie.
That was last night.
Yes.
And yes. I don't want to brush my teeth.
And it was like, I was just surprised, it was like, it's just gone. It was just gone. So anyway, this morning, we've got a nice little bakery down the street that does all kinds of donuts and rolls and things like that. And one of the favorite things that we like to get there are caramel rolls with pecans, and they're huge. And
they're to die for.
Really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
And, you just pop them in the microwave and lather on a bunch of butter.
We're being so healthy today.
Oh, I know. Well, yeah, actually we are, because we ended up not getting the sweet rolls. I schlepped down. It's just a block and a half down from where we live. And so I don't really schlep. I walked. It's not bad out.
But thank you for walking, because
yes.
I stayed here.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. And you're welcome. So I get down there, and much to my dismay, it wasn't just where the sweet rolls were. It was pretty much the entire case. I swore I saw tumbleweeds blowing through there. It was so empty. And the girl looks behind the counter, looks at me, and just the great anticipation. What are you going to order, sir? And I say, do you have any more caramel rolls? And she goes, I'm sorry. And I said, I'm sorry too. And that's when I texted you to see if there was anything else you wanted. And you shifted gears very quickly.
Yes, I did, because I already talked about it this morning.
There's this other place that's maybe less than a mile from our place that has these fantastic hors d'oeuvres. Did you describe them? Because I don't remember exactly what's in them. I know that dates are in them.
Well, I don't know everything that's in them, but there's these big dates, and they put cream cheese in them, and then they wrap them in bacon and fry them. And they're heavenly. They're some of the best food. I just love them.
Right, and this place it's like a bar restaurant type place.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time I walked back the block and a half, which I took a moment or two to express some gratitude to somebody out there, which I'll come back to, you had already looked up when that restaurant opened.
I couldn't help it. I have dates on my mind.
Yes. Well, you have food on your mind.
Yes, I do.
And, your first go-to, the caramel rolls, weren't there. They let you down. And they trust me, they're sorry for it. They really are. The sweet rolls themselves are,
Okay.
If they could speak, they'd say, Addie, I'm sorry.
Thank you for that.
Of course. But now you've got dates on the mind. And so I would imagine that we'll go fairly soon.
That's so funny. Yeah, we probably will.
So
we'll
anyway.
go on our date to have dates.
Yes, a midday date.
Yeah.
But they are good. No,
Yeah.
I enjoy them too. So,
Mm-hmm.
but so I was going to express my gratitude to, or share what I did to express my gratitude today, because you and I have been talking about gratitude a lot lately,
Yeah.
and how important that is, and especially during the pandemic and when it seems like all kinds of things are crazy, going nuts in life and everything like that. That gratitude is important in really helping shape our internal monologue and our perspective inside. And there are many studies that talk about gratitude and the connection between gratitude and happiness.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just happiness with yourself, but for other people that you express it to. So one of the things I noticed in our downtown area, we've got a crew of workers that I see out constantly, and it's a concerted effort. They're not just regular workers. I was going to say street workers.
No,
That's not really a good term.
They patrol the area.
Yeah, they're like ambassadors down here where we live, and they do other duties. This one in particular was emptying the trash cans along the street down there, and I just got it in my head, because it was something that I'd been meaning to do for quite a while. And that's just to express my gratitude, because I think they do a fantastic job of keeping this place clean. They've interacted with me multiple times, very friendly, and I've seen them interacting with other people. And so I took the opportunity to express my gratitude to this person, and it felt really good. It gave her a great big smile, too. I'm sure that she'll go back and tell her coworkers that, hey, there was a guy on the street. He said thank you. Yeah, and it was really cool.
Thank you for our street walking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Street walking?
Yeah. He thanked me for my street walking.
I think you realize what you're saying now, don't you?
I absolutely do.
You're saying it on purpose. Good.
But you did, you got back really fast, so I trust you.
It's true. Yes, I did. Yeah. Yeah. So, but hey, I'm totally committed to you. So.
I know that. Even when you're face to face with a streetwalker.
That's right. Yes. Yes. Yeah. She was pretty dirty cleaning out the trash can.
Oh gosh. You know what you're saying, right?
Yeah. And you realize you took us down this path, so
Yes, I did.
hang
I
on and
always
let's
do.
go for a ride. So what else were we talking about? This isn't our usual Saturday morning. So what else were we talking about?
Oh, we were talking about a few things. I just had a thought, though. I've noticed this about myself. On the weekend mornings, I wake up laughing.
Interesting.
On the
The weekdays?
Weekdays, there you go. Brain fog. On the weekdays, the alarm goes off and I don't say anything. And I just look at my phone for a little bit, and you never talk to me.
No.
And thank you for that.
No.
Because I'm pissed that I'm up.
Yeah, the room reeks of pissed off. No, it doesn't. You're just slower to wake up on those days, and I get that.
Yeah, I just don't want interaction right away.
And how many of us have never felt that in our entire lives?
Yeah, I'm just a grumpy waker-upper.
Well, and with depending on what kind of job I've been in, what's going on in my own personal life, there's times where I can jump right out of bed. Non-Saturdays and Sundays, weekdays where I can get out of bed pretty quick and easy. But there's been times in my life where I haven't.
Yeah.
So it's everybody has those moments. But I'm very glad that you wake up smiling and giggling
every Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, and so
I'm so happy.
Well, and so this morning we decided that we'd just jump on here and see what came out in terms of the podcast. And
yeah. Well, and then we did talk about yesterday. I did something. After work, I had an appointment. I had earned up all these points to get this procedure done. And it's that lip filler stuff.
Yeah.
Now, I want to age gracefully, and I don't want to look like a Kardashian, but I earned the points. And so I thought, well, hell, I'm going to try. And it was very painful. They put numbing cream on you, and they leave it there for probably 20 minutes. And it is still so painful that they give you this vibrating thing to put on you to take your mind off of it. And in the other hand, they give you a squeeze ball. So every time she'd say, okay, poke, and I'd be squeezing that ball so hard. That is one of the most painful experiences. I'd say it's right up there with the tattoo.
Well, and I've had neither of those two procedures. So
Yeah.
I am tattoo free, and
Not for
my
long.
lips are naturally plump.
Well, so are mine. That's the thing. It's not like they had to do a whole lot, but now I'm all bruised all the way around my mouth, and I can hide it with makeup. That's why we can do our date thing. But I think I wouldn't even care. I'd go anyway.
Well, for those dates,
For the dates, yeah.
You'd send
But-
me out in a blizzard to go get those dates. You like them so much.
I would. If you would go.
I would. They are
but-
good.
I mean, the bruises are pretty really dark all the way around.
Yeah.
But on the one side of my mouth, it's really bad.
Well, and
So-
this morning, because it wasn't real tremendously light out, and I couldn't see definitively what it was, and knowing that she had eaten a chocolate chip type cookie last night and was missing one this morning, and was quasi blaming me, I was thinking maybe that was evidence enough to prove that she actually ate her cookie last night. But it wasn't chocolate. It was a part of the procedure, the bruising from the procedure. So
Yeah.
You
And
know,
hey, I do wake up, wash my face, brush my teeth.
yes, you do.
And so I don't know how chocolate could have still been there.
But this was me being hopeful that the evidence would support my position that the cookie had been eaten last night.
Well, see, I remembered then
Okay.
because of the whole, I brushed my teeth 4 times. I don't want to do it again. And I was asleep probably in a minute?
Yeah, you were out. You were out pretty good last night.
Yeah.
But
It's been a long week.
yeah, it has been a long week. But for me, it was a good week. You and I have had conversations where the past 6-8 months or so, I've not been real happy.
Mm-hmm.
And it had a lot to do with the job that I've been working at.
Yeah.
And how I didn't feel like I was heard. And I've been expressing myself. Well, I finally had a breakthrough a week ago. Not this past week, but the week prior, towards the end of the week. And this week, it continued. I managed to create a crack, and I started to really open that crack up this week, and it made me feel really good. So there.
So there. And there you go.
And there I go.
Yep. So I'm happy that you're happier at work. Makes you happier at home, too.
Yes, yeah.
Which anybody could say.
Yes, which, if people would like and subscribe and support us, that would make it that much easier for both of us to be happier in our work, because we love doing this. And
Yeah.
then maybe on weekdays.
Happier in the morning.
You might be happier in the morning, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
No. So, yeah, it's something that everybody experiences.
Well, at least I can still make you laugh.
You do that very well, by the way. And I think we've talked about this before, but I normally don't laugh out loud, but I've laughed out loud more in my time with you than I have my entire prior life, I think. It's fun. It's like a roller coaster, though, sometimes. It's just like,
That's what I am.
sometimes-
I'm a
you know
box
what?
full of roller coasters.
It's like riding a roller coaster with a blindfold, because you can't see where those turns and those sudden drops are going to come from, and every now and then there's that loop-de-loo, that you go on, and you keep me laughing because your humor is smart most of the time.
Thank you.
Mine's more along the level of dad joke humor. You've got some funny stuff sometimes.
Well, thanks.
I'll finish my word. Sometimes.
Speaking of finishing a sentence,
Yes.
that was a little bit maybe part of the problem at work.
Well,
You don't want to say a whole lot about that, but
So, no, one of my pet peeves is people who don't finish their sentences and not just stop talking, but go on to the next sentence and don't finish that one and go on to the next sentence. I worked with a very wonderful person in a recovery center, and she, for the life of her, could not finish a sentence, which was exceedingly confusing and frustrating in general, but especially when she was trying to give me directions, because oftentimes I'd have to take patients to certain appointments, which I didn't know where they were because I wasn't from around the area or hadn't lived in the area for quite a while. And she would start by giving me directions, but she'd only give me half a sentence worth, and then she'd move on to the next. And it was just, it was unbelievable how difficult it was. And I finally said, can I just have the address, please? I'll put it into my phone. But I think that has to do with, I like to think it has to do with how quickly their brains are moving. I don't know.
I'd like to think that too.
So we'll just leave it
At that.
and then we'll, because when you try to talk about, then, if somebody else does, because when there's like 5 people, let's say,
Are you doing it right now?
Yes.
That would kill me.
Yeah. Now make it something important. Like how to get from here to there, or how to do a work process, or do something like that.
Yeah.
It's like, how in the hell do you learn something from that? And you're so
You're a
fixated on it.
saint.
She's doing it again. And I'm just like, oh.
And you forget about the content because there really isn't, right? Not a lot.
No. There's maybe like 1 or 2 words in each sentence that have meaning, but they don't connect to the
Oh, no.
meaningful words in the next sentence. Anyway.
So happy Saturday.
Well, happy Saturday. So what else are we going to do today?
Going to Costco.
Costco.
Spending lots of money that we didn't think we'd spend because we think we need only a few things.
Right.
It's like a Target run. We'll probably do that too.
Yeah.
It could be a money-filled day.
No, I don't think money filled. I think it money emptying day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so maybe both Target and Costco would like to sponsor us.
I think
Hear
so.
me putting plugs in. See, but here's why. I really want to be doing this full time for a lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
Having these conversations like this. And we will, you and me, in and of ourselves. But it would also be nice to be able to do this for a lot of people and share our experiences so that people don't, they have something to relate to, something to connect with, and not feel like they're the only ones who are struggling in this crazy thing called life.
Yeah.
That's a Queen song, isn't it?
No,
that's Crazy Little Thing called Love.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's close, but
it is.
So that's why I'm putting in plugs for sponsors and subscribes and all that kind of stuff.
The thing with us is that you just don't know what you're going to get all the time.
Nope.
Because sometimes it's things like this that are just random.
Mm-hmm.
And then other times there are some topics full of all sorts of content. And
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's basically what life is. You have a game plan.
Mm-hmm.
Then, life will throw you a monkey wrench here and there. So you just keep moving through, and sometimes it gets dark and heavy. Sometimes it's light. It's that veritable roller coaster. Or, as I've talked about on other podcasts, vicissitudes. It's one of my dad's favorite words.
Love your dad.
Yeah, he's a pretty cool guy. He's
Yes.
getting on in years right now, so I'm a little worried about him. But in recent years, he's taught me some things.
He's taught you words I've never heard before. And I'm a word person, so...
Yeah.
But I suppose we're probably near the end. Are we not?
Of this?
Or are we?
The podcast itself? Yeah, I mean, we really don't have much else to say.
Because we're going to Costco and Target.
All right, and we're going to go on a date.
Yes, and everybody, remember, thank your streetwalker.
Yes.